Evening, dudes. Welcome back to another stream, dude. I can't do a surfer bro accent yet. Maybe one day I want to do that one too. Yo, surfer bro, surfer bro. Let me try out the thing that I want to try out. Kabamo. Okay, now let me see the thingy. Is that? Oh, what time is it? Set time marker. I don't get it. Wait. Stream time marker. I just want to check things out real quick, yeah? Do I have to click there and then will it show up? Oh, I think it did. Stream time marker. Well, whatever, man. I think that should be fine. I can find it myself. No problemo. I can do a little math. Anyways, let's get the game show running. What? They're doing fun stuff. Meanwhile, I'm here. Checking your DLC. Nope. I am in the hospital. Let's go. Let's see what fate awaits us, lads and lasses. Bunga bunga. Yeah, I started at the right time. Good. When I woke the following morning, Susaru-san was already gone. Outside the window, the rain came down in sheets. And so began an even longer day than the last. One that I would remember for the rest of my days. You was about to say you love her, but she left. So, no, goodbyes to bed. No, Susan, I got thrown. 17th of April, 1932, blah blah blah, Antechamber. Good morning, Gina. Well, cold shoulder as usual. I'm determined to prove your innocence today. I'm sure we can do it.
So where's your friend then?
Sorry.
You know, her in the fancy dress. Susato, or however you say it, I don't know.
Ah, Mrs. Sato had to leave early this morning. She was already gone by the time I woke up.
You're alright with that, are you? Forget about me if you like. Go and see her off.
It's fine. It's not as though Mr. Sato and I won't meet again one day.
Even so.
But you, Gina, you only get one chance. This trial today is all we have. Good morning to you. Oh,
Good morning to you. How are you feeling, Ginny? Did you manage to sleep? Ow. Irish, what are you doing here? What do you mean? When a friend is in need, we show our support. Isn't that right, Wagon?
I don't need to mail for that little bugger.
Wagon!
Great way to show your support, kitty.
Let him have a nose around. Well, what I'm gonna do? Now that reminds me, I bought a paper on the way here. Now, would you like the good news or the bad news? What do you say, Bruno? Ginny?
Well, I think I'd rather get the bad news out of the way first.
Nah, I always take the good news first. You might not live to hear the bad. Yes, that question always gives away people's personalities.
Let's not go there.
Alright, then I'll give you the bad news first. A record amount of rain has fallen this morning, and carriages all over the capital are struggling to move.
Huh. The bad news was the weather report.
So I heard that Susie made her train to Dover, and that the train isn't delayed on its way to the port.
Gosh, yes.
Alright then, so what's the good news? Well, the rain is forecast to subside this afternoon, so even if the train is delayed, it should be able to make up the time later. Well, that is good news, isn't it? couldn't give them monkeys, really.
If only all good news cancelled out the bad.
And look, this trial has made the headlines too. Pawnbroker perishes in the pick purse plunder. See? How'd you like that? Well, let them say what they want, see if I care.
I can't because you're covering your face.
Don't worry, Bruno. We'll show everyone that this headline is nonsense.
I will.
And then in tomorrow's papers, the headlines will be... Discharged divers is dauntless do-gooder. Is that right, Bruno?
Oh, yes. Let's hope so.
Of course they will. I have absolute faith in you.
Oh, maybe I should take a look at that, right? Yeah.
How was that? I was trying to sound like Susie. Did it work? Did it?
It's like she was still here. I want to see then, real quick. Oh, I can't check it in the court record right now. Okay, now I can. Before I read that, let's check out. Ooh, we have so much evidence. Okay. There's a sensational story lower down front page. Look. Take overseas from Ministry of Justice for 10-year-old. It's figuring across the world news. It's about secret communications between Great Britain and all allies. It's about hostile nation. Communications are being intercepted, but how would somebody be doing that? That's the question, isn't it? I've come up with 3 different possible methods so far. Clear, no, of course not. Perhaps this is what Lord Stronghold was talking about yesterday. This could be. Could all explain why Greg sees running out from the pillar. Contains an article about secret being leaked to foreign agencies. Okay. I don't need to read this, but just in case. Tomorrow's headline will be Discharged Diver Dauntless Do-Gooder, right? Possible to get even bigger. Bigger? How? Proud pickpocket protects planet post-trial, perhaps. Protects planet. Where's my phone? Where's my phone? Alright. Alright, expect to rain around 11 PM. Not bad. Alright, nothing. Right, Beck. Nothing else.
Obviously, I don't know the law like Susie does, but still.
Sup, Cole Frost, how you doing?
I'll be by your side the whole time, giving you moral support and encouragement.
I'm not sure that big thing is as comforting as you think it is, to be honest, but... Thank you, Iris. That's very kind of you.
Oh, yeah, I was... Yes, Ginny?
Oh, wait, okay.
Well, I was wondering is all about Sholmes. Did they fix him up all right? Yes, the operation was a great success, but Hurley still hasn't come around yet. Eh? Well, there's a friend of mine at Scotland Yard. They send a telegram as soon as he wakes up.
I'm sure Gregson will let us know the moment there's news.
Oh, right.
No Sato-san and no Mr. Sholmes. It's all down to me today to prove that Gina is innocent of this crime. Miss Gina Lestrade, counsel for the defense. The trial is about to begin. Please make your way into the courtroom.
It's time then.
Yes, let's go, Gina. Iris.
Lead the way, Bruno.
Right, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Poor Gina. She's trying to put on a brave face, but I can tell she's worried and scared. I have to believe in her from start to finish. That's the weapon that will secure our victory here. If I learn anything from my great friend, it's that. Goodbye, Kazuma. I missed you, man. 17th April, 10 o'clock a.m. The Old Bailey Court. Yep, he's there, the Reaper of the Bailiff. the Bailey.
In the name of their Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session. This trial shall determine the guilt or innocence of Miss Gina Lestrade. I now call upon the counsels for the prosecution and defense to declare their willingness to proceed. The prosecution is ready.
The defense is ready.
Lord Van Zeeks, my lord. Remind me, how many years ago was it that you withdrew from the public prosecution service? It was some 5 years ago, my lord. Yes, and 2 months ago you resurfaced somewhat unexpectedly, and here you are again today. There are certain circumstances of which the court should be aware that have led to this erratic behavior. In what one might describe as your former life 5 years past, you dealt exclusively in matters concerned with the highest echelons of society and government. Really? Yet today you choose to try a simple case of burglary and murder. I confess I find it more than a little befuddling, counsel. Oh. There are 2 types of person I cannot abide. Firstly, those wealthy scoundrels who'd hide behind a mask of philanthropy to cheat the public at large.
Hey, mate's Mr. McGilded, who defended against the Reaper 2 months ago.
Yes, I just about managed to work that out, thank you. Magnus McGilded, if I'd known what a monster he was, I never would have defended him.
And second, even more loathsome, those willy scoundrels who masquerade as allies, only to effect a total betrayal in the final hour. In other words, the confidence tricksters from those tiny islands in the Far East, the Nipponese.
What? Did he really just say that? Fucking racist, man!
He means you now, Bruno.
I actually managed to work that out too, thank you, Iris. Total betrayal? What are you talking about? That torrid look of hatred in Lord Van Zeek's eyes. Was that directed solely at me? Or was he talking about all Japanese people? What a bugger he is.
An alarmingly scathing explanation, Lord Van Zeeks. Still, the judiciary welcomes the return of the so-called Reaper of the Bailey, feared by all London's malefactors.
You're just a sore loser, mate. Shut the fuck up.
Your lordship is too kind. Now, jurors, the 6 of you have been selected at random to represent the will of the people in this trial.
You should be very close by.
Oh, he's back! Are you ready to hear the evidence placed before you and determine the guilt or innocence of the defendant?
Oh, he's a surgeon now. And it's that lady again who likes to ride. Hey? Oh my god! Why is he here? Isn't he that Russian revolutionarist thingy? And there's the cute maid again. But isn't he that Russian revolutionist guy from the newspaper? I forgot his voice now.
Former lieutenant in the British Army here. Don't you know, chaps like me were born ready.
Clean crockery, clean cutlery, and clean conscience. His lordship's motto is very appropriate here, I think. Everything will be stereoscopic in the future. Absolutely everything. And I'm ready for it.
I don't understand it. I can't have left it in there. It's not possible, but could I have?
Women in this responsible society. Stop. Female-centric future awaits. Stop.
Who is she texting anyway? That Morse code thing. I can't read Morse code, unfortunately.
Good day. Good day. I am visiting London for sightseeing. I would like to take bus to Crystal Tower, please.
The Russian revolutionarist.
There's something wrong, Bruno.
Oh, not exactly. It's just... I see him. I know. I'm fairly sure I recognize these jurors. Almost all of them, in fact.
Really funny coincidences like that do happen from time to time, don't they? But it is quite strange the jurors are chosen at random from London's 6 million inhabitants, you know?
So I've been led to believe, but something tells me that I'm being duped.
Very well. Now, Lord Van Zeeks, the court calls upon the prosecution to introduce the facts of the case. As you wish, my lord. Allow me to begin a word of warning to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury. In short, There was never been a more self-evident case of cold-blooded murder. The victim, Mr. Pop Windebank, proprietor of a pawn shop on Baker Street, was shot from behind and died instantly. The prosecution presents this photographic print of the crime scene. So he shot at the back, wasn't it? As the court will observe, there is a single bullet wound just below the gentleman's left shoulder. The evidence suggests the bullet pierced the man's heart, resulting in near-instant death. Dear God, it is. Moving on to the findings of Scotland Yard's coroner, his report states that the bullet entered the body on a rising diagonal trajectory.
And what's that supposed to tell us?
It means the victim was likely to be shot by someone significantly shorter in height than himself. Someone like the accused, you might say.
Oh,
The prosecution wishes to present the autopsy report and crime scene photograph as evidence, my lord. Indeed, the court accepts. Hand them to the bailiff, please.
Autopsy report has been entered into the court record. Crime scene photograph has been entered into the court record. Right, now we got more evidence.
I now ask the court to turn its attention to this plan of the establishment where the incident occurred. The proprietor was found in a storeroom where he kept articles pawned to him. A windowless room with a single point of entry, a door to the main shop that was found locked. In this sealed chamber, there was only 2 persons present. The victim, Mr. Windebanks, and the accused.
I still don't understand Lord Van Zeeks here. He should be very well informed that we found the key outside. What an asshole, man.
It may further interest the court to know that when the accused was discovered at the scene, she had in her hand the gun used to fire the fatal bullet.
But here's the thing, right? Well, that's then, isn't it? Nothing more to say. Is that grubby little girl a pickpocket anyway?
She's one of those filthy tramps living in the slums in the East End.
oh well. It's only a matter of time before she got blood on her hands then.
What are the jurors waiting for? This guy's guilty. Objection! We can't jump to conclusions here. We must assume her guilt because of what she has to do to survive. I finally get to be in courtroom again. It's shit voicing 3 women.
My learned Nipponese friend, it is you who mustn't jump to conclusions. The prosecution has already begun presenting its case. Conveniently, this appalling act of murder did not go unobserved. There were witnesses.
Yes, I was a witness, Sean was a witness, Susato was a witness, and there was the copper. The baloney copper.
Good gracious! After their testimony, this girl's true nature will be exposed. Pitiful pick-purse or cold-hearted killer. Here's to establishing the truth.
US! What are you trying to say? Hey, mate? I fucking hate this asshole now. First you were racist with me, and now you're fucking taking it off against... what? This old girl? Your facts are wrong, man. And we got evidence to prove it. Let's fucking go. Who are these witnesses?
The court will take the floor plan and firearm into evidence. Hand them to the bailiff, please, Lord Van Zeeks. At once, my lord.
Okay, fine. We got this. Windebank's revolver. Okay, that's good to know. This isn't good.
No. This is what we need. Let him believe that delusional bastard. Not that I hate him. There's a bullet in here. Now I see. This is Mr. Windebank's gun. The cylinder is completely empty. Mr. Windebank's always used to keep this gun to hand at the shop counter. Yes, but only ever with a single bullet loaded. I understand. That's right, to keep all pawn articles that were in his care safe. There's one bullet the poor man lost his life. Shop, I wonder, trying to keep articles safe. That's one contradiction, though. There were 2 bullets shot.
There's literally nothing funny about the revolver now. There's nothing funny about it. But it's good to safe to assume for now. We got a bullet wound. Just shot through the chest to the heart. A report autopsy. Pop in the mail. Time of death. Okay. Reporting party. Rinosuke Naruhodo. Single upper hand victim and reveal signs of trauma. Autopsy findings. Bullet wound to the heart. To the back. I know it was to the heart. I can see that well. Listen, Riverton. Right. This isn't good.
I feel like the moon in here has turned very gloomy all of a sudden, Reno.
I think that's because it has. I was the witness, you fool! Who do you think reported to the cops? Who do you think reported to what are those called? I forgot what those London cops are called. Let us begin. Bring forth the witnesses. The foul murder of Mr. Pop Windybank on 16... blah blah blah. So who is this witness? Who the fuck? Hey, detective, you're here. Witnesses, state your names and occupations for the court. Name's Nash Shulkin. Occupation is, baddie, professional baddie. And you fucking hired criminals to be witnesses? What the fuck? Name's Ringo Shulkin. Occupation's, same as him. Tobias Gregson, Scotland Yard Inspector. That's right. We're what they call... What the fuck? The Tree Sculling brothers. Is he a brother too? What are you looking at me for? Don't lump me in with you lot. It's two Sculling brothers. God blimey, that's cold. Don't you know what we're gonna do? We're going through. It's our older bruv. Lost contact with him, we have. So we're scouring every shady corner of the capital. And then last night we come across you. The very spinning older bloke. Ain't that right, Ringo? Hey, it's Nash. He is. There's a very spin of him. So we saw it. What is this? There, and then what we was going to do? We was going to call you. Big bruv Sulky. Come on, leave it out, you two. Sulky Scullin, and that before he's run out of chips.
Well then, Inspector Sulky Gregson. Begging your pardon, my lord, but the name's Tobias. What I would like to know, Inspector, is what you are doing in the witness stand. The Skulkin brothers are currently under arrest, my lord, on suspicion of theft. Thieves are they, these three? Oh, my lord, begging your pardon, but please don't lump me in with this lot. Put Tobias, man, for Griggsy. 2 nights ago, these two brothers illegally entered an establishment with intent to burgle. And in the course of their nefarious activities, they became embroiled in a far more sinister crime. By Jove, you mean to say? What an extraordinary coincidence. Indeed, my lord, while attempting to burglarize the pawnbrokery, they witnessed its proprietor's murder. Alright, tell me what it is then. Don't know who these witnesses are. Order! The various trespasses of these brothers is not the subject of today's proceedings, though they will naturally face trial in the very near future. With your lordship's permission, I'd like to remain in the stand to keep these gents on a straight and narrow. Of course, Inspector. Skeptical as I am about the caliber of these witnesses, I will permit them to take the stand. Mr. and Mrs. Shulkin, you will now testify before the court. Describe the events of the night in question, and what exactly you saw. I miss Osanaga, man. Happy to, cause a skulkin never skulkin. The fuck you mean, man? I love these two.
Get out with it. It's so cute. What the fuck? Hey. Illegal entry.
We was walking down Baker Street in the small hours, and the gaff's door was ajar, see? It was like some kind of sign, big enough for us to go in, it was. But once we got inside, cold blimey lummy, we heard a gunshot from the back room. We went to see what was up, but the door was locked from the inside. We never done nothing, Governor. We never took nothing. We just left after that, nice and quiet.
What? A terrible coincidence it would seem. At the precise moment these miscreants entered the property, an even more sinister crime was afoot. Your witness's testimony is consistent with the crime scene in every detail. The door providing access to the storeroom from the main shop was indeed locked from the inside, and within only the victim and the accused were found. Okay, can do this, Potato. I must say it does appear to be an overwhelmingly simple case. Still, the defense may cross-examine the witnesses now. Of course, counsel, if you please. Counsel? Yes.
What's the matter, Renaud?
Sorry, I was just stunned into silence for a minute by the blatant lies being told by that pair in the stand. I know that it's all nonsense because I saw it with my own eyes. I just have to expose their testimony for their pack of lies it is. Who do you think reported, eh, mate? I fucking hate you, man. Illegal entry. Alright, I don't need to read anymore. Just walking down Baker Street in the small hours and the gaff's door was ajar, say?
Hold it!
The front door of Winterbanks was ajar, you say? What time of night was this?
Must have been about 1, right, Ringo? Yeah, I'd say so. Right, Sulky?
How would I know? This place would have been shut at 1 in the morning, just like every other shop in town.
Well, it was pitch black inside, it's true. Ain't that right, Ringo? I'm not sure, Nash. I seem to remember a little light burning inside. What about you, Sulky, me old smucker?
This is so cute. I love these guys. Leave me alone. That definitely was a small lamp burning inside. That's what alerted us to the situation in the first place. And when these gentlemen ventured into the open establishment, the accused, Miss Gina Lestrade, already had the muzzle of a gun trained on the unfortunate victim. Objection! That is pure conjecture. Perhaps, but it changes nothing. These brothers inadvertently wandered into the middle of a cold-blooded murder, simply because they found the door of the victim open and ventured inside.
Right, that's what happened.
Okay, so...
It was like some kind of
Okay, I need to read this. What are you trying to suggest? That you had to go in?
Well, God moves in mysterious ways, they say. Don't they, Ringo? They do, Nash. They do. Must have been some sort of providence, I reckon.
God's will often presents itself as the whim of thieves, does it?
It weren't no whim. I'm dead sure of that. It weren't, Nash. It weren't, like we said at the time. You don't just find doors open in the middle of the night, like that. Nah, there's no two ways about it. It was a sign that a long-lost brother was inside. They're not very good liars, are they? Well, you can't deny it. It led us to a bloke what looks just like our bruv.
Oh shit, cut it out. Those chips are getting a chomping today. Where am I? I'm in the middle, okay? I'm halfway there.
Well, once we got... Okay.
Hold it! A gunshot, you say? Just the one? Are you sure about that?
Yep, just one, Governor.
Wait,
Just one, Governor. I can swear to that. It was, Nash. It was. Ain't that right, bruv?
The firearm used to belong to the victim himself.
Yes, Mr. Winterbanks always used to leave his gun lying around the counter.
right, I remember.
When we examined it, we found the revolver was completely out of rounds.
That makes sense. Mr. Winterbanks always used to say he only ever kept a single bullet loaded.
That's true, I remember him saying that as well.
Sure, we can say with considerable certainty that only a single round was discharged from the
Firearm used as a murder weapon.
Yes, my lord, we can. Wait, yes, my lord, we can. And I should remind the court that the firearm in question was discovered in the hand of the accused.
Wonderful. We went to see what was what. The door was locked from the inside. Let me check the court record real quick. So we really can't do anything about this, yeah? Alright, so I have nothing against that at the moment. That's for sure.
Hold it!
Hold it. Good night, buddy. Do you mean the door between the main shop and the storeroom? If my learned friend is having difficulty grasping the situations, perhaps a drawing would help. Excluding the shop's entrance from the street, there is only one other door, that of the storeroom.
Gosh, there was only a little oil lamp burning, not much to see by. And the door was hidden behind a curtain and all.
That's right. When we arrived, the door was mostly obscured by the curtain. Tell me, why exactly did you try to open that door? Any normal petty thief would run at the sound of a gunshot, I should think.
Oh, well, your turn to Rabbit Ringo. Well, Nash, yeah. I suppose you have to say we ain't normal, eh?
Broadly speaking, humans respond in one of two ways on hearing a gunshot or scream. The timid flee, gripped by fear, while the courageous investigate to see if they might help. These gentlemen are aware of the latter inclination. My learned Nipponese friend, it would seem, is of the former. Alright, somehow I just proved that I was a coward that night. No, you did. No, you weren't.
Thank you, counsel. I believe we all understand that the door was locked and could not be opened. Proceed, witnesses.
We never done nothing, Governor. We never took nothing. We just left after that nice and
Quiet.
Hold it!
You didn't do or take anything, is that your story?
well, it was Batlam as soon as...
Oh, let me check court record real quick. Nice and quiet as a lie, buddy.
Batlam Sewers, wasn't it? It was, Nash. It was. Didn't even have time to pull me dukes up me. Lucy Lockets.
So with no time to take your hands out of your pockets, you just left nice and quietly, you say?
That's right, Governor. Nothing we ain't more than violence. Peace-loving nibblers we are, not bludgers. We are, Nash, we are. Never even pulled me dukes out, me Lucy Lockets.
So you didn't clearly like us to believe.
Aye, come again.
As you fled from the pawnbrokers that night, did you not run into anyone else? And did you not fire a gun at that person?
Saints alive, they fired a gun, you say?
Blimey, Governor. You ain't telling us it was you in the doorway?
It was.
Why the bleeding Nora? Didn't you mention that before?
You were armed with a gun, and as you fled the scene, you fired that gun at London's greatest detective, Sherlock Holmes.
They shot the great Detective Sholmes. I did hear that, actually. There was a rumour he'd been rushed to the hospital.
The great Sholmes, that's beyond the pale. On the night in question, this pair was arrested by the police within minutes of the discovery of the crime scene. Their suspicious countenance rapidly gave them away.
Wait, let's ring up.
And when searched, a firearm was indeed found in their possession. Furthermore, the barrel shows signs of a shot having been fired from it. The prosecution invites his lordship to examine the firearm recovered from these brothers. Yes, indeed, remnants of powder around the muzzle, as you say, counsel. The court will hold this weapon as evidence.
Before that, I need to use the bathroom. Be right back. It was good. It was fast and good. Let's go, baby. Whoosh.
Well, this weapon is evidence.
Skull King Brothers' gun has been added to the courtroom. Now, it's time. Let's see in.
Now, my Lord Nipponese friend.
Courtroom time. Each evidence is important. So, there's an ammunition still loaded in 5 of these.
Yes, which tells us that only a single shot has been
Fired from it. Exactly. Isn't it? Yes, it happened almost as soon as we walked through the window back door. Make those brothers pay. Indeed. Let's do nothing out of the ordinary. Looks empty to me, though. Looks pretty empty. Oh well. Yes!
Here's to your successfully presenting the evidence. For yes, there are the telltale signs of spent powder on this gun, and a single bullet missing from the cylinder. But the prosecution demands evidence that it was fired at the scene of the crime under scrutiny of this trial.
Objection! But I don't need evidence, because I was there.
However, the rest of us in this court were not. Yet the defense fails to provide evidence in support of this rash claim. We shall have no choice but to toast your incompetence and move on.
Evidence that the rest of the two fired that gun before they left the banks that night. That's enough. That's easy. I can do this.
The court demands that all claims are affirmed with clear proof. Evidence shows that these witnesses unloaded a firearm at a bronze broker shop that night.
Take that!
Is that it? The evidence is in this portfolio.
What on earth have you there, counsel?
During the course of our investigation, we discovered a number of bloodstains.
Not trusting the police to do the job they're trained to do. How arrogantly Nipponese of you.
Well, anyway, we analyzed all the blood sample we found and recorded the results in this portfolio.
And you claim to have evidence the court is demanding therein?
Yes, my lord.
No more dallying then, counsel. Present the pertinent evidence at once. What do you have in your portfolio that proves these witnesses unloaded a firearm at the scene?
It's just this one. It's the first one.
What is that? Explain.
It's a photographic print taken at Winterbank's pawnbroker in the day of the incident.
From the scene of the crime, is it? Is that a bullet hole? If my eyes do not deceive me, it appears the bullet lodged in there.
Yes, as your lordship noticed, the bullet pierced Mr. Winterbank's calendar. The date shown being the 16th of April, the very day the pawnbroker's death.
The incident occurred at 1 hour after midnight, but this indicates that a separate shot had been fired sometimes after the calendar had been set to the 16th.
That's right. And while it is irrefutable, the defense believes that this credible evidence that the witnesses did fire a round from their gun in the pawnbrokers that night.
Order! How does the prosecution stand, Lord Van Zieks? If that is the direction my learned friend wishes to take, the prosecution has no objection.
What?
But you'll forgive me for flinging my hallowed chalice aside in disgust at the repugnancy it exposes. Yes, on the night in question, these brothers entered the pawnbrokery illegally. And like the bold baddies they claim to be, opened fire on the new arrivals before fleeing back onto the street.
Hey! Take it easy there, Governor. You're gonna land us in a suit. We had a deal. You were gonna get into them details. Tell him, Silky. Set the bloke straight.
I have nothing to add.
So he knew, did he? Van Zieks knew their testimony would almost certainly expose the extent of their crimes.
It would seem now that I owe my learned Nipponese friend a word of gratitude.
What do you mean?
What I mean is that you have helpfully confirmed an important fact. To what fact do you refer, Lord Van Zieks? As has been established at the point of their arrest, a single shot has been fired from the brothers' gun. However, if that shot found its target in Mr. Sholmes, then clearly these witnesses cannot be accused of fatal shooting of the proprietor and victim. In other words, these two men have no material connection to the murder of Mr. Winterbanks at all.
So that's it. Oh my god, my nose. My nose, man. Oh gosh, why is it like this? So that's it. The patty caking. Let me wash my nose real quick. Oh, fuck my nose. There we go. Whew. Alright, I'm back. Let's turn that off now.
That's it. That's it. We didn't have nothing to do with it. We did, Nash. We didn't. That's what I reckon.
Your crimes include unlawful entry, intent to steal, perjury, and let us not forget attempted murder. What a catalog, eh, fellas?
I love these two, they're so adorable.
We're in for now, bruv.
Now then, let us take a moment to consider the aforementioned great detective, Mr. Sherlock Holmes. It would seem the man patronized the pawnbrokers in question somewhat regularly. Where is he going with this? Mr. Sholmes appears to take pleasure in tinkering with eccentric machinery.
Eccentric says who?
Not me, don't give me that look. He installed a pair of machines like this one in the victim's shop.
Oh! That is one of Hurley's red-handed recorders.
What is that, counsel? It appears it has the appearance of a photographic contraption. As your lordship has surmised, it is indeed a camera attached to a small timing device. Every half hour, it automatically photographs the interior of the establishment. The idea being that if a thief were to break in the shop, he would have been caught red-handed. The prosecution has obtained the photographs taken by the device on the night in question. Okay. 9 p.m. 9:30. As the court will observe, copious identical prints were produced in a while, quite desultory fashion. What do you mean? Rather prodigal, I feel. In fact, there are 2 such devices in the victim shops, my lord. If I may refer the court to the plan of the premises, their respective positions are here and here. You say these cameras produce a print every half hour? I'm afraid I fail to see how that would help if the anticipated thief conducted his activities in one of the many 30-minute intervals. One can only pray that the would-be criminal lingers, my lord. On the night in question, the witnesses currently in the stand were not caught on camera.
That's a bit of Friar Tuck, eh, bruv? Lady Luck loves a skulking.
Witnesses, at what time did your trespassing begin?
I must have been just after 1, right, bruv? Must have been, Nash. Must have been, yeah, just gone 1.
In which case, minutes before the brothers entered the establishment. What scene might we expect to see within the shop? Let us examine the evidence. Good lord! It's the defendant, Miss Gina Lestrade. As the court can clearly see, the accused is pictured gun in hand, facing the victim over the shop counter, no doubt coercing the proprietor to open the door to his storeroom. Quite, one can only too easily imagine the events that unfolded. The court will take this photographic print as evidence, if you please, counsel. Nice. Is there more? That's definitely his gun. Oh, what's that now? Alright, that's all we got for now. It's 1 AM.
I don't believe it, Ginny.
In short, the accused is the only person who could have possibly have killed Mr. Winderman. I say, my lord. Ready? I say, my lord. Oh, wait. Wonder if I might put a word at this point. Go ahead, Mr. Foreman. Took a ballet bullet to the knee in the Battle of Maiwan, 1880, don't you know? Decorated for it all and all that, but forced to retire from service sadly. Of course, a medal can never outshine the exploits of chaps like us on the battlefield. Yes, Mr. Foreman, and what exactly is your point? Carried on the battle after retirement, you see, the battle of daily life, if you like. And here I am leading this small squadron, 6 men, all good to be true.
And we'll all go down together, mark my words, one and for all, and all for one. Right. The ladies and gentlemen of the jury have reached an agreement, have they? Is that what we are to understand?
Oh, Mr. Foreman, is that correct?
In a manner of speaking, yes. That is the Garradeb Squadron's position, sir.
What? No, it's too soon to make judgment here.
Status report for the court. And men on the double.
His lordship insists on the promptitude at all times, and that goes for making decisions too.
Who are you? I think you'll find the truth. It's as clear as day now. I could reach out and touch it.
I wouldn't have left it in here. I just wouldn't be But in all honesty, I can't actually remember.
Such a one clear. Stop. No room for doubt. Stop. Truth now undeniable. Stop.
I am very sorry for brothers. They are very unlucky.
Very well. And now call upon each member of the jury to state his or her leaning in this matter. Announce your considered verdicts to the court.
Guilty.
Oh.
Guilty.
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 Alright, they all get guilty. Summation examination time, baby. That's what I'm good at.
It does indeed appear that the jury is unanimous in its leaning already.
That photograph. It must be the definite evidence that Gregson mentioned.
But Jenny didn't shoot him.
No, of course not. My lord, the defense wishes to assert its right to a summation examination.
Very well, the court grants permission.
Oh, you refuse to admit defeat again. How unsurprising.
Well, you lost 2 times. Of course.
We shall proceed immediately with the summation examination. Mr. Foreman, are all members of the jury ready?
Absolutely, sir. Always ready for action, my chaps.
Very good. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you will each explain on what grounds you have determined the defendant to be guilty.
Right, here we go, lads.
Judicial findings. Jurors' contentions. All evidence clearly points to the finger of guilt at this young pickpocket teeny.
As a houseman, I should like to see all filthy eyesores promptly and rigorously examined.
I think you'll find that if you look at the photograph in stereo, the truth will just pop out.
If I have left it in there, I should think there'd be repercussions by now.
Mine made up. Stop. Global radio transmission of verdict to follow. Stop.
In motherland, we say never judge by clothes, judge by head. I am convinced brothers are innocent.
Alright, let's see what we can go here.
The circumstances of crime and evidence do indeed implicate the defendants rather comprehensively.
The storeroom locked from the inside, in which the victim and the accused were discovered alone. And in the accused's hand, a fatal revolver, the firing of which was heard by these witnesses.
Wouldn't she be awake, though? That's the question. She's unconscious, that's the thing.
Not to mention this print. Take it from the chaps who've seen action in the battlefield. That young girl's on the verge of pulling the bolly trigger.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Sholmes.
Oh dear, Hurley's cameras were supposed to help, not hinder.
I'm afraid I think you have an uphill struggle ahead of you.
But Jenna didn't shoot Mr. Winterbank. Which means there's more to this situation that we've yet to see.
Agreed.
You have the floor, counsel. Proceed to submission examination.
Alright, here we go.
Jury examination. Right.
I want to view this real quick then. Just can't see. Let's say then. Let's press. You're Mr. Natsume's landlord, Mr. Garadeb, aren't you? Please stop moving like this. Oh, you're that lawyer chap. Well, there's a turn up for the books. Yes, rather a turbulent time we had back then. Some extraordinary events took place at your house, that's for sure. Luckily, Mr. Sholmes and I were able to get to the bottom of it all. I think we did rather a lot for you, didn't we? I mean, obviously. I'd be suggesting that therefore you should change your leaning not guilty or anything. Can't be denied, I suppose. The curse of Garadeb's house was the top of the town after that business. I'll just move out as soon as I get my poly, so I take up tenancies. Oh, haven't had the heart to break the news to Joni yet, but enough that old girl's clapped up. Yes, can't be denied. It did do rather a lot, but not for us. For the dash certain. Suppose not. Of course. There can be no suggesting that being the reason I'm leaning towards guilty, obviously, but honestly. Pay more attention to the trial, and less juror to number 2. To that cute maid. The housemaid I should like to see all the
Hold it!
Polishing the bench, I see again. The maid's work is never done, not a blemish must remain. What exactly do you mean by filthy eyesores? On my way to market for his lordship, I have to pass through the east end. Full of beggars, pickpursers and crossmen, scum of the earth. A little harsh, perhaps. To be plain. If you're up to me, all those back slums will be made spick and span or eradicated. At least we have people like great detectives working to achieve these. You're rather referring to Sherlock Holmes. That's right. That's right, I like to keep my abreast of its exploit by reading Men's Magazine to my duties. Here's wonders, clean up London streets. In my opinion, should be declared an honorary maid of the capital. Mr. Sholmes, a maid. It's really quite unforgivable. Got a scum having the audacity to shoot our very greatest detective. In minor detail, it was the 2 brothers in the stand who shot Sholmes, not the defendant. A minor detail indeed, they're all gutter scum as far as I'm concerned. Well, it just might be an idea to get off that straight anyways. Yes, alright. So amend my statement. Those brothers are scum of the earth, they should swing for shoot. Not yet. There we go. Photograph. She was there, if anything. Let's keep asking then.
Hold it!
What do you mean? Look at the photograph in stereo.
Sorry, what? Don't you know? If you look at the photographic print normally...
Slice of the pickpocket girl's about to shoot the victim, wasn't it? Objection. No indication the defendant ever fired the gun. What I'm saying is that if you look at the same print in the stereo, you can reveal all sorts of new information. By any chance, are you a fan of stereoscopes? How did you know? Let's call it a lucky guess. It never gets old seeing 2 prints merged into one. Extraordinary, captivating, behind of modernity. Of course. Oh yes, I think you'll find the stereo in safety today, giving us new perspective we can only dream of before. It's the greatest invention the world has ever seen. any perspective on this case, I might agree with you. Nothing to be there.
Hold it!
What exactly have you been muttering about all this time, sir? Talking about having left something somewhere or something like that. Sorry. As you can probably tell, I'm a surgeon. Yep. A surgeon? That's totally passed by me, but I can see. Of course, people conducting surgery in this country aren't considered to be doctors. Oh no. Even though me and my kind are at the forefront of medical science, the real brains in the field. So what is it that you think we left behind? Oh well, it's a little embarrassing to be honest. So I was operating on someone yesterday, standard thing, went through the abdomen. But then I'd finished the procedure, I couldn't find my scalpel anywhere. What if he left the scalpel in Sholmes? Holy Did he? Surely not. Exactly, surely not, you say it to yourself. Don't you worry, it's troubling me since this whole time. Could I really have left my scalpel inside the fellow's belly? No, of course not. Couldn't. So, there you have it. Like I said, a little embarrassing. Really. That's exactly my concern in seeing as this case appears to be all seen up. Just trying to remember exactly what I've seen up elsewhere. Now, I'm sure I made everything. Well, sure as you can do without being sure. I'm sure you need to be more sure. Let's check out these two now.
Hold it!
Sorry, radio transmission? What do you mean? Are you from the Far East?
Are you from the Far East? Stop.
Yes, from the Empire of Japan.
All communication with Far Eastern nation used to take place by mail. Royal Mail streamers take more than a month to complete the journey. But now we have the electric telegram, so we can send messages using electric signals. Thousands of miles of cables have been laid along the ocean beds connecting the entire world.
Thousands of miles of cables? On the ocean bed? It hurts my head just thinking about it.
You're well informed, young lady. The cables will soon become a thing of the past. Stop.
But just when I was starting to catch up, radio transmission in the future, stop message carried over airways to four corners to the bird stop. Simon Graham. Gosh, right. Try not to bring up your fingers. Era of wireless telegraphy, stop. Deriving technology revolution, stop. People say inventions like the stereoscope are height of technology. Well, that's a piffle. I can't understand it, I really can't. It's just silly talk. Excuse me? Jury number 3, sorry to interrupt when you're obviously fuming, but... What? Do you perhaps have something to say about jury number 5's last remark? As if I couldn't guess...
Oh, you bet I do. Say that again. Go on. I dare you. Goodness, so you're talking to me?
I think he just might BS.
You think stereoscopes are just toys, do you? Huh. Absolutely, I mean really. A machine to view photographs in 3 dimensions. Why on earth would you not just use your eyes to look at the world around you? It's all 3-dimensional.
What a great way to appease the man.
No, I'm sorry. Stereoscopes are more of no practical use at all.
True, kind of true, actually.
You just don't know. Pardon? I think you'll find that viewing a photograph through a stereoscope can unlock all sorts of possibilities. I'm obviously going to have to demonstrate.
What sort of possibilities?
Well, take a crime scene, for example. If you had a pair of photographs from a crime scene that you could view through a stereoscope, you could reveal hidden clues you've never noticed before. What? Have you got any rune or any prints we could look at the stereoscope?
I don't think I have at the moment, really. I'm just gonna say absolutely. How about this print here? It should do the trick, right? I think. It's only one photo.
Take that!
Your motherland. Okay, let me ask this dude.
Hold it!
Please tell you're not villain Bolshevik, the Russian revolutionary.
Revolutionary?
Da. I believe there is such a rumor.
It's just a rumor.
As you see, I have unfortunate appearance. I look like vicious criminal.
Ah, your words. Not mine, just want to point that out.
People call me revolutionary, murderer, autocrat.
And which glove fits?
What was that?
Good day. I am visiting London for sightseeing. I would like to take bus to Crystal Tower, please.
Right, that didn't sound staged at all. You'll forgive me for having any doubts.
To be treated like vicious criminal all the time, it is very painful. People do not realize. So I have much sympathies for these brothers. People say they are criminals only because of how they look.
The Skulkin brothers?
Da. Maybe they went inside pawnbroker shop, but they have done nothing wrong. That's all what I want to say.
Skulkin brothers did nothing wrong that night. Right, well, first of all, there's one not so little misunderstanding. I need to clear up sorry way. Tell me something, Iris.
What is it, Renault?
The jurors are chosen at random from the inhabitants of London town, aren't they?
Yes, it's amazing, isn't it?
In that case, how is it that there's a Russian tourist still among them who looks for all the world's like a revolutionary?
I wish I knew.
If I can't change the minds more than half of these jurors, the trial will be over.
But we know that Ginny would never shoot anyone.
Yeah, so we need to find contradictions in these jurors saying... Okay, I don't need to read that because I know. Actually, I can pit these two, actually.
Objection!
Objection! Finally! Those two statements clearly contradict each other.
Good lord! Counsel, explain yourself.
Oh my statement's contradictory.
Contradict.
Juror number 6, you've got the wrong end of the stick.
I do not have the stick. I have mouse.
As juror number 2 said earlier, when the Skulkin brothers fled the scene that night in question, they fired a shot from their revolver. I need this thing and some alcohol. It's getting itchy here. Night, they fired a shot from their revolver.
Yes, they shot poor Mr. Sholmes in the abdomen, I understand.
Surely you're not going to tell the court now that you didn't hear...
Abdomen.
Sir,
Sorry. My English is still learning.
you are telling the court you didn't hear.
Forgive me, I did not hear. Here it is, word abdomen, part of person's body, containing stomach and other vital organs. If this is what you mean, you should say in plain English, I'm Russian, not native speaker.
I thought it was a good idea to let this man be in the jury again. Oh my god.
So, You are telling me these brothers who look like criminals were lying. They said before we never done anything, but truth is they shot detective. Duh. This is double negative.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Lying is wrong, especially when lie is said by a person who looks like criminal.
Coming from you, that seems surprisingly prejudiced.
This means when they said we never took anything, maybe it was also a big fat lie. Is that true?
Well, according to the police report, no stolen goods were found, so...
Enough. I trust no one now.
It's not the mouse's fault, though, sir.
I must see with my own eyes. I must investigate, crime scene myself.
I'm afraid that won't...
Yes, it is, Renault. It's easily.
Sorry.
With the prints from Hurley's red-handed recorder.
Ah,
If you compare the print that pictures Ginny and the next print for the half hour later, you'll be able to see straight away if anything was taken or not. Could we, Mr. Prosecutor?
I need to understand.
Tut tut. Holding the prosecution in the middle of examination exam all the time.
Pictures. The print pictures Ginny and the next print for half an hour later.
All times. The print showing the accused threatening the victim after she broke into the shop is this one. Following this, the victim and the accused moved into the storeroom. Meanwhile, the skulking brothers entered the shop and merely heard the fatal gunshot ring out. Sadly, no one of these events were captured in the film. This print produced by the camera an hour later after the brothers' flight.
Taken Hurley was shot then.
It was shot, as far as I can tell. It's nothing has been taken.
Good water. That does seem to be the case. I can't notice anything that's obviously missing in the second print.
So, the brothers who look like criminals told only one lie. They shot man, but they stole nothing.
It would seem so, yes.
Good.
No, not good.
You were right. I did not understand situation. Now I know brothers have lied. I think it's very important to continue with trial.
Bada bing, bada boom, baby! We got one in!
Yay! Well done, Renault. The balance is shifting.
Well, it's a start, I suppose. But there is more in these, what is using and supposed truth. And if I can do that, we might just turn the situation in our favor still.
Thank you, counsel. Continue with the summation examination. Kindly hand the new photographic print to the bailiff to be filed as evidence.
Alright, got this. Another print in the court record. I wonder if we can make use of that. Yes, we can. Here we are.
Hold it!
Far east of yes, in fact, Japan. Come on, come on! I need to get there! There we go.
Excuse me!
There we go. Finally, I got it. I don't need to read this. Let's not waste time, let's. Okay. Absolutely now.
Take that!
Alright then, juror number 3. Are you saying you can do this with any 2 suitable photographic prints?
Of course I can.
Very well then. I'd like you to demonstrate.
I'd be delighted to. Just give me one print and I'll amaze you all.
Take that!
Alright, these 2 prints were both taken within the same camera in Winter Banks, on the night in question.
Yes, I see. Tell me, Mr. Lawyer, do you know how stereographic images works? Do you understand the principle?
Well, I think so. I did have a lesson only yesterday. Alright, I want to see this again. Right, a bit more. And I should be able to see. Is the kitty cat clearing up soon? Too much. There we go, I see the cat, bro. It's clear. I can see the cat and all this stuff. It's 3D, bro. Fucking cool. It's fucking cool, man. That's when your brain merges two images together inside your head. It notices shift, depths. Yep.
Yes, exactly. It's that small shift between certain objects in the two pictures that's really important.
So, what happens if you use two photographs that are exactly the same then?
No, obviously that wouldn't work at all. Not for seeing the scene three-dimensionally anyway. Oh! Of course, now I see. I think the young girl's discovered the secret. I have.
Oh god, it's so fucking cute though. Oh man. Why do people crossing their eyes are cute now? Cute and funny. Can you uncross your eyes before you tell me?
Having a look at these two pictures from Hurley's camera, Renault.
What am I supposed to look at?
Can you see that there's really an obvious difference between them?
Let me check it out real quick, yeah? The skull is there, the gun has been held. But let me try. What happens if I cross the eye? I see no Mr. Winterbanks really. I really listen. No Mr. Winterbanks, okay, whatever. Of course there is. There are two people in the first and no people in the second.
Well, yes, you can see it straight away. But now, try looking at the picture in 3 dimensions.
Okay. 3 dimensions, yeah? I'm trying my best, man. Okay, let's see. The books look real. I don't see it.
Alright, have a go. Start with... You have to cross your eyes and then try to make them 2 pictures overlap each other.
Exactly, okay. Let's see if by crossing my eyes I can make the quill pens. Wait. What happened?
Well, did you manage to see it properly, Renault?
Do I have to see it myself? Let's try yes, I saw it. What's going on with these 2 pictures? Sort of just jumped at you. That's it! I don't have to do anything! Yes, but it was cool to actually cross your eyes. I love it. Everyone's crossing their eyes, man! This is hilarious and cute! I love it.
Yes, that's it, you see. It's the amazing power stereoscopes.
Oh, another amazing power? There's something going on. Explain this black magic, eh? Everyone's crossing their eyes. I love it. I love this. Why the douche do some of things on the counter just seem to jump out like you like that?
I think you find that if you consider the basic principle of the stereoscope, you'll answer your own question.
Basic principles of the stereoscope?
As I said before, if you try to look at 2 identical pictures using a stereoscope, it won't work at all. It's a slight shift in position of certain objects that lets you see pictures 3-dimensionally.
In other words, I want to see this for real myself now. Maybe I should do closer. Holy motherfucker. I see it. I fucking see it, mate. It's actually in my face. The big detail is in my face, man. I saw the book and I saw that thing. It was so cool. Bro. Gonna move 2 pictures. This shows that actually there must have been a slight shift in position. Yes, it is. There has been a slight shift in positions.
There must have been.
I saw it.
Now hold fire there, sir.
An original grasp of this whole cross-eyed business now, I'd say. But why the devil does this shift between 2 prints exist in the first place? Well, what's the answer, fellow? Come on. You're the cross-eyed master. What? Me? I haven't had the first idea.
You know, Bruno, it's quite simple.
It is?
Just think it through step by step. The first photograph was taken at 1 a.m.
Let me see, yeah?
Then 30 minutes later, the second photograph was taken.
Okay.
But the position of some items on the counter appears to have shifted in the interim.
So that means something in the half-hour someone must have tampered with things on the counter. Zookers!
Someone tampered! No information! Not mentioned in testimony so far, stop!
Yes. We've had to go around in circles a little here, and it seems. But I'm starting to see what I should be aiming at in this summation examination. Ladies and gentlemen, the question is now clear. We know the items on the countertop were moved, but by whom?
Are you suggesting you might know?
Of course. I can tell you right now who is responsible for almost imperceptible shift in the items on the counter. Who could have moved it though? It's the same information. Did I go E? I can't go into court record.
Take that!
It was witnesses currently in the stand. The Skulkin brothers.
Wait. This does not agree with the brothers said in testimony. They said they did not even have time to pull dukes for Lucy lockets. My phrase book says dukes is meaning hands and Lucy lockets is meaning pockets. But is this another lie? Is what you are saying?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
Now hold on a minute. You can't be sure of that.
I quite agree. The accused is a common pick purse after all. It's perfectly possible that she went through the things on the desk to see what she might steal.
I think that's unlikely.
And why is that exactly?
As you can see from this photographic print, the defendant was pointing the gun at the victim. It would seem, as my learned friend indicated, that she was coercing Mr. Windenbank to open the storeroom door. In other words, Mr. Strahd's interest lay within the storeroom, not in the main shop, giving her no reason to touch anything on the counter. Of all which points to one thing. The Skulkin brothers have committed key facts in their testimony. Omitted key facts.
But the accused is a pick purse. Common gutted trash. Why look any further for the wrongdoer here?
Because the Skulkin brothers are thieves, madam. No better, in fact, worse than a pick purse. I believe that these brothers were looking for something on the victim's counter that night. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, if you would condemn the defendant on the grounds that which she's a pickpocket, would it not at least be right and proper to thoroughly scrutinize testimony given against by her two thieves?
Well said. I, for one, would like to hear more from the shady pair.
Nice! Got it in the bag, boys.
Can you all see now? I think you'll find stethoscopes aren't playthings. You've seen their extraordinary potential firsthand.
Kaboom! Back at one, baby.
Wholeheartedly agree. Stop. Must purchase after trial. Stop. Return via Regent Street. Stop.
Let's fucking go.
Well, it would seem the trial has yet to rerun its course. The ladies and gentlemen of the jury have declared their inclinations via the mighty scales of justice. I hereby call this summation examination to conclusion with the balance altered in the defendant's favor. 2 lean to guilty, 4 lean to not guilty. Accordingly, the jury without consensus. And I order this trial to continue.
Yay! Well done. Oh, by the way,
What?
you should hold on to this, Bruno. You never know when it might come in useful.
Twice in one trial with this young bitch was surely alright. Okay.
Lord Van Zeeks, you will instruct the witnesses that the court demands additional testimony from them. I am sure it won't spoil the bouquet to do so, my lord.
Let's fucking go. I got this in the bag. I believe in my client. I believe in Gina. She's my friend, like everyone here. I've won myself another chance to probe that pair, their activities that night at least. And I won't stop probing them until I've proven that Gina is innocent. Maybe. Oh, should I end the trial here? Alright, let's end the trial here then. Maybe I'll play on Monday. Should I stream on Monday? I really want to know what happens next. But I'll move it to Monday then. I'll save it here. I think I might plan for longer streams. Maybe next week. But we shall see. We shall see. Right, thanks everyone for coming. And I really hope that you'll come next time too. Goodbye.